again is Jeremy.
Well, thanks, Neville. As they're sent to their blocks, Coach Jackson, the defending champion in the event here, 10.84 seconds to win last year. As they settle inside their blocks, much has been said about her form thus far this season. 11.04, her season's best.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to our channel, guys. So today I saw Jamaicans on the track, and I know we are in for a treat, so I don't want to waste much time before we dive into the video. So before we start, I want to give full credit to the original creators and broadcasters of the race footage we are reacting to. All rights belong to them. I'm here strictly for commentary, reaction, and appreciation of the sport. To my returning subscribers, thank you very much. You are absolute legends. And to those watching for the second, fifth, or 10th time and haven't subscribed yet, just a reminder, subscribing is free. You know, the term subscribe may sound like you are paying for something, but no. For YouTube, subscribing to the channel may go a long way. If you are new here, thank you for clicking. Watch this race with me until the end, then I'll be back with more commentary.
In 7.
She's with Shaniki Osborne, former MVP coach, and she's one of the young ladies that Shaniki is hoping will make that transition to the senior level.
Saran Kuyati in lane 8.
Yeah, Kuyate representing Guinea. She has 11.67 so far this season. Transferred her allegiance from the USA back in 2022.
I'm going to make a substitution and bring in Garfield, and they will take you through the rest of the hundreds. Here once again is Jeremy.
Well, thanks, Neville. As they're sent to their blocks, Coach Jackson, the defending champion in the event here, 10.84 seconds to win last year. As they settle inside their blocks, much has been said about her form thus far this season. 11.04, her season's best. Morrison 8th in this event last year. Set position, sent out, and clean break. Jackson gets out well, and she's easily ahead of the field, just cantering, just prancing, comes across the line now, shuts it down. 11.14 the flash time. Ahead of Tasha Morrison. It's also right there. Top 3 advance automatically. 11.20. And my Bruce James,
yeah,
your thoughts?
Top 3 matters, and here we see a brilliant start across the line. The athletes getting through that drive phase very well. Sharika Jackson, not necessarily known as a brilliant starter, but already in the lead. Crystal slowly in lane 3 starts a hustle, and then Natasha Morrison shuts out the top 3. Danielle Williams, negative 1.4 is the win. Look at that comfortable stride. The hurdler, 4th. So we have to wait to see if she will qualify for the semifinals.
All right, so result of heat 1 of the women's 100 meters. Sharika Jackson 11.20, Crystal Slowly 11.30, Natasha Morrison 11.45, and Danielle Williams 11.50, the top 4 from heat 1.
So as Dwayne Extell told you, the top 3 guaranteed a spot, and 24 will advance, so it'll be 3 semifinals, and it's only going to get more exciting.
All right, so we have heat 2 on screen. Michaela Hazley in 2, Alana Reed in 3, Tia Clayton in 4, Janelle Smith in 5. We have a scratch in lane 6. In lane 7, Tritania Lowe, and in lane 8, Alia Baker.
So the excitement here, we're seeing it on screen. Alana Reed, our national junior record holder, and she'll be going up against Tia Clayton now at MVP, who they would have competed against each other a lot at high school doing X-Star. We're also going to see Janelle Smith, who in 2019 was at her peak, getting a gold medal with Jamaica in the 4x1 at the Doha World Athletics Championships. However, we should point out that Janiel is close to her best again. But some 6 years later, after her exploits in Doha, Alia Baker, she's now at Elite. She was at Heidel. And I think the real, we should mention, is Hazley out there, formerly of Immaculate. She's now at Harvard University.
Yeah.
So she's to be linked to there on screen. Janiel Smith, back at her best, or right just below her best. She has not broken 11 seconds yet, but ran 11.10 a couple of weeks ago doing Excel. So the top three we expect will be Alana Reid out of 3, Tia Clayton 4, and Janiel Smith 5. But there's a reason we run these races, and the top 3 will be guaranteed a spot in the semis, but others are hustling to get time. So that's lane 2 on screen. That's Hazley. Used to seeing her in the blue and white. But then next to her in lane 3, that's Alana Reid, now representing Nike. Trains in Florida. Beside her, Dwayne.
Yeah, she's transferred from Florida to Arkansas.
Oh, she's
Alana.
moved to Arkansas
Yes.
now? Okay. And then we have Tia Clayton. We call her the little twin. And then somehow Janiel Smith is the tallest in this field. So,
Yeah. And you mentioned her exploits in 2019. She was 6th in that 100-meter final as well.
yeah. She made the final and then ran on that 4x1 to get gold. Low in lane 7, GC Foster. Did we see her in the long jump earlier?
Yes.
And then Alia Baker, Elite, formerly of Heidel, in lane number 8. So we saw the mark so far, Garfield 11.20. Let's see what these ladies do. The wind, Joanne, negative 1.4.
In the last race.
So center their blocks. Heat 2 of 6, the senior women's 100 meters. Top 3 advance automatically. There's Hazley in 1, Reid in 2, Clayton, the Olympic finalist, 2nd in this event last year. Smith in 5, Lowe in 7, and Baker in 8. Expect Clayton to get out quickly.
Set.
And Clayton gets out quickly. Smith goes with her. Here comes Alana Reid as well. It's Tia Clayton. Janiel Smith trying to stay with her. But looking smooth and easy is Tia Clayton as she comes across the line. 11.16 the flash time. Ahead of Janiel Smith and Alana Reid. Those 3 go through automatically.
I have to tell you, people have been asking me all week for the last 2 weeks, how is Tia doing? How is Tia? Tia just told you, 11.21. The first mark put down, 11.20. But we should point out the wind in this race, a negative 2.6.
Yeah, a great start from Janiel Smith, but Tia Clayton, fabulous out of the blocks. Alana Reid trying to stay with her. But as Bruce said, Janiel Smith coming back to good shape and good form this year. But Tia Clayton, the Olympic Games finalist, eases down to take the win. A little kinesio tape on the right hamstring. But Bruce said questions answered so far. She's in good shape and she gets through the first round.
As the results coming up on screen now, Tia Clayton 11.21, second Janiel Smith 11.28, Alana Reid third 11.42, and Alia Baker running out the top 4 11.73.
And it's interesting that Bruce mentioned the wind reading, negative 2.6, so significantly stronger than the heat before. This time, Bruce mentioned a swirling wind in the stadium, possibly giving us the fluctuations in the wind reading.
So, Heat 3, and there you see Shelly Ann Fraser-Price. And if you weren't sure if it was her, just look at the hair.
Here we go for the starting lineup. In lane 2, Sharia Henry. Lane 3, Carletta Bernard. Lane 4, Shelly Ann Fraser-Price. Lane 5, Kemba Nelson. Lane 6, Marissa Palmer. Lane 7, Jura Levy. And in lane 8, Shamar Williams. So Shamira Williams, one of the hurdlers there from Elite, out in lane 8. Let's see if she declares. I believe she will. But all the excitement clearly focused on lane number 4 with Shelly Ann Fraser-Price. Right beside her, Kemba Nelson. Herself, a big sub 10.9,
performer at her best. That's Shamira Williams on your screen.
Yeah, Kimber Nelson, 10.88. She's World Championship silver medalist at the 4x1.
That's Henry there of Titans, 11.79 her best.
Yeah. Number 664, Coletta Bernard, 11.19 so far this season.
Here's Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. She has run 10.91 in the last 12 months. She ran at the Velocity Best Meet this year. 10.94 was her opener after her prep school exploits, representing at the Mummies race. She says the best is yet to come.
Kimber Nelson in 5.
Yeah, the 2021 NCAA indoor champion at 60 meters, a silver at the World Championships at her home school, Eugene, 2022 silver medalist at 4x1.
In lane 6, Marissa Palmer.
Marissa is at Georgia State University, that's in Atlanta, and she has run 11.38 this season.
Running from lane 7, Jura Levy.
Jura at 11.50, she represents SWEP, trains with O'Keel Stewart.
Running out the field in lane 8, Shamira Williams.
And Bruce mentioned Shamira Williams, her exploits in the hurdles. A fine hurdler some years ago, has had some setbacks, but she's here representing in this final
on your mark
with a season best of 11.61.
Right, as they head to their blocks, this marks Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price's final journey here at the National Championships. She said it earlier this week. This will be her last National Senior Championships. Third in this event last year. And also keep an eye on Kimber Nelson there in lane 5. Fraser-Price, 10.91 this season.
Set.
Expect her to get a customary quick start. And Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price gets out quickly. Bernard is also right there. Nelson as well. But look at Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price on her way to a fast-size victory in her opening heat. And maybe the clock being anticlimactic here, but certainly Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price looking to go out with in style and with a bang, and has started that journey well and winning her opening heat here in the women's 100 meters. So Fraser-Price 11.33, just ahead of Nelson.
What a start.
Bernard.
What a start by Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. She's no longer running. I know it looks like she's running. She's in total relaxation mode at this stage. Crosses the line comfortably in first. 11.33. So the marks that we've seen so far, 11.20 for Sharika, 11.21 for Tia. We suspect Dwayne Extall a negative win reading. It looks like Bernard, who came in from the University of Texas at 11.47, which is going to be very close, I believe, with the third place time. Negative 2.1 is the official win reading. So Shelly-Ann is here and really looking comfortable.
Yeah. As we await the results of that last heat, we can tell you coming up in heat 4 of 6, we'll have Angelina Ferguson, Shania Douglas, Tina Clayton, Brianna Williams, Antonique Strawn, and Nydia Chance.
And on screen we just saw a shot of Brianna Williams, who has been returning to good form. 11.04, her season's best, showing good form, under the tutelage of John Smith, the former World Under-20 double sprint champion, Tokyo Olympic sprint relay medalist as well. And Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price looks to exit the national championship stage. We'd hope that the likes of Brianna Williams will maybe finally come to the fore and do an Extall. And as we're joined by Donald Smith as Bruce James makes his exit. So heat 4 of 6 is up next.
In lane number 2, Angelina Ferguson.
Yeah. Ferguson. She's run 11.97 so far this season.
All right, in lane 3, we'll have Shania Douglas.
Yeah, Shania Douglas, 11.23 this season. Fantastic at the Carifta Games.
Of course, in lane 4, Tina Clayton.
Yeah, Tina Clayton, two-time world under-20 champion. She won this event in 2020 and 2021. Yeah.
Lane 5, Brianna Williams.
The 2018 world under-20 double sprint champion. Brianna Williams, 11.04 so far this season.
From the Bahamas, Antonique Strawn in lane 6.
In 2012, she won the sprint double at the world under-20 championship. Antonique Strawn, she at her best, 10.92.
And in lane 7, Nydia Chance.
Representing Fresno Pacific, 11.59 for Nydia Chance. So this gentleman promises to be a very good race.
Cracking lineup here, Dwayne Extall and Donald Smith.
Yeah, 3 world junior champions in it.
Future looks good.
Yeah, well, one of them
is well past.
Well, as they settle inside their blocks, Tina Clayton, former 2-time world under-20 champion, as they're asked to stand up. Certainly, Tina Clayton has signaled a return to form. The race as a Grand Prix, and 10.98. She was quite happy with that victory. And there are questions about just how much she could get back to her best. Well, certainly has shown that she is back to her very best. Brianna Williams also signaling a return to good form as they settle inside their blocks. Second time of asking. Clayton and Williams, usually very quick starters, so expect those two to get out early. Strawn usually runs on late. Douglas also expected to be in the mix. Set position. Sent off. Williams gets out quickly. Here comes Tina Clayton now. Takes charge from midway. Tina Clayton, Brianna Williams, the rest left back. Clayton looking easy. Comes across the line now. Takes her foot off the gas. Clayton from Williams, and Douglas might have sneaked through for that third automatic spot. So Tina Clayton showing that she's ready. 11.27 for Tina Clayton.
Yeah. So if you look at the replay here, Shania Douglas a poor start, but no such disappointment for the twin turbo. Tina Clayton trying to get back to her 2022 shape. Brianna Williams also looking good this season as well, having moved away from the Jamaican scene to Los Angeles, and that's doing well for her.
Official results now: Tina Clayton 11.27, Brianna Williams 11.37, Shania Douglas 11.67, and Antonique Strawn 11.70.
All right, so just 2 more to go in the senior women, the 100 meters preliminaries. 5 of 6 comes up next.
Interesting scratch from this heat. No Shashali Forbes.
Well, I haven't seen her all season, so here is the start list.
Chanel Dawson, Ashanti Moore, Shanice Walker, as we said, no Shashali Forbes, Kishana Niles, Lavanya Williams, and Crystal Morrison. That's the lineup for Heat 5 of 6 of the women's 100 meters.
Yeah, this field promises good running as well. Ashanti Moore, 11.24 so far this season. In this section, though, only one lady sub 11, and she achieved that almost a month ago in Jacksonville, Florida. Shanice Walker, representing Florida State.
Second fastest Jamaican this year as well, Dwayne.
At number 19 in the world at 10.98. She got to the NCAA championship
or joint second fastest.
Ran 11:23 to finish 6th at the NCAA Championship in Eugene, Oregon.
This camera
On
focuses
screen there,
on
that's
Ashanti Moore.
Ashanti Moore. Still looking to make that, get that breakthrough at the senior level. Could this be the year for Ashanti Moore? 11.24, her season's best at her best. I think just about 11.04.
Yeah, back in 2023.
And she has run 11.04 at least 2 times. So,
yeah, she had a wind aided 1096 back in 2022. So, well, she's roundabout close to sub 11, couple 11.06 clockings. Hasn't hit those heights in a couple of years.
She's also one of those coming through from the junior level who a few years ago who we would want to make that transition at the senior level just to get that breakthrough.
Yeah, I think she has immense quality at 200 meters as well. 22.49 her personal best.
Yeah. COVID would have robbed us in 2020 of that clash she was expected to have with
in lane 2, Chanel Dawson from UTEC.
Yeah, Dawson in that big camp at UTEC trying to find her way, but she has lots of motivation. She's gone 12.08 this season.
Representing Sprint Tech, Ashanti Moore.
Yeah, Ashanti Moore has gone so far 11.24 this season.
Shanice Walker is in lane 4.
Yeah, joint number 2 in Jamaica on the list of the 100 meters this season.
Kishonna Niles, for MVP.
Yeah, Niles representing Barbados. She was a world medalist last year.
Lavanya Williams representing Elite.
Yeah, outstanding for William Nib at the time and transferred to overseas now. She's with Elite.
Rounding out the field, Crystal Morrison in lane 8.
Like Shamira Williams, she a fine hurdle as well. Will run from lane number 8, 11.59, her fastest registered time this season.
Center their blocks, heat 5 of 6, the women's 100 meter heats. Gone for Shanice Walker. Lane 4 has really improved. Walker, 10.98 this season, representing Florida State University. She's lined up in lane 4. Expect the likes of Ashanti Moore to go with her. Niles, the Barbadian, who runs over MVP Track Club, also expected to be there. Moore now gets out quickly and joins Walker. Walker responding. Moore though staying in front. Ashanti Moore will take this one ahead of Walker. And I said so much about Ashanti Moore earlier. And she got out to a very quick start, gentlemen, and just held that lead and has been having a fairly good season. And I'm sure we'll be pleased with that run. We'll give you the time in just a bit. But powering her way to victory there, Ashanti Moore in winning heat 5 of 6.
Here we see them at the start. A good start on the outside for Lavanya Williams, but back on the inside now, Shanice Walker in the black and Ashanti Moore. They're doing the battle at this point in time, and a powerfully built Ashanti Moore cruises home. Shanice Walker did ease back at the end. She knows that she's through to the semi-finals as well, but take nothing away from that run from Ashanti Moore. It must also be a confidence.
On screen, Ashanti Moore 11.36, Shanice Walker 11.50, Lavanya Williams 11.61, and Kishonna Niles 11.74.
So just one more section to come in this women's 100 meters first round. 24 would advance to that semi-finals tomorrow.
All right, so we have 2 scratch from heat 6. So we'll have Serena Cole in 3, Jodine Williams, Nisha Berger, and Kashika Cameron. So no Rashida Gordon, no Demisha Roswell.
It was interesting that I saw the Misha Roswell. It seems as if the hurdlers are trying their hand at 100 meters this season. Daniel Williams, Akira Nugent, and Demisha Roswell.
Maybe working on their overall speed.
Yeah.
Because that is where the hurdles is at these days.
Very much so.
12-2, 12-1.
If you're not running that, you're not medaling.
That's for sure. So, sixth and final heat of the senior women's 100 meters. Only 3 out there.
Whoa. No.
Oh, 4 now. 4. Okay. Kashika Cameron a bit late to the blocks, but she'll be hoping to get out early.
Yeah, only 3 to qualify.
So we start in lane 3, Serena Cole.
Yeah, Serena Cole on world record under 24x1 teams.
Right beside her in lane 4, Jodine Williams.
Has got to 11.01 at her very best. She represents Sprint Tech.
In lane 5, Nisha Berger.
Olympian at the 200 meters. Naisha Berger 11.01 at her best.
And rounding out the field, Kashika Cameron from Elite.
Kashika Cameron, formerly of Edwin Allen, now represents or runs under the banner Elite Performance.
Based on this field, very hard to determine who is going to come out on top. I think Nisha Berger, based on what she has shown this season, potentially right up there. Jodine Williams looked injured at the Racers Grand Prix.
On your marks.
So not sure what form she's in. And then Serena Cole goes hot on cold. So let's see what she does here.
Yeah, she's usually hot from the blocks. For sure, Serena Cole, as they settle inside their blocks, usually gets out quickly. At the junior level, usually started the 4x1s for Jamaica, member of that World Under 20 World Record team. So Serena Cole in 3, Jodine Williams 4, Nisha Berger 5, and Kashika Cameron in 6. Expect Cole to get out quickly. Williams to come on towards the end. So Cole gets out quickly and hustles. Jodine Williams is also right there. It's Jodine Williams and Serena Cole. Jodine Williams, though, is taking control of this one. Comes across the line now, ahead of Cole. And third, Cameron. So those 3 will advance automatically. Jodine Williams back to where she's most comfortable, running the 100 meters.
I see what you did there.
11.31 for Jodine Williams. Impressive there.
Yeah, reacted well to the blocks to Jodine Williams. So did Serena Cole. Jodine Williams now running up to the shoulder of Cole and powers past her. Cameron comes through for third with Cole in second, but Jodine Williams just outside of her season's best of 11.27. Looked focused, looked comfortable. I think, as Jermaine said, in a space where she has been comfortable in quite some time. Runs close to her season's best, negative 3.0 meters per second.
Official time on screen, 11.31 for Jodine Williams, 11.52 Serena Cole, Kashika Cameron 11.69, and Anisha Berger 11.75.
I knew Jamaica was about to make history. Thank you very much for watching that entire race with me. Now, let's talk about what we just witnessed, because this wasn't just a race. This was Jamaica sprint history on display. First of all, what stands out immediately is the depth. Not just 1 or 2 stars, but hit after hit after hit for elite Jamaican sprinters running world-class times. This is why people say Jamaica doesn't just produce sprinters. Jamaica produces systems of speed. Let's start with Hit 1. Sherika Jackson, the defending champion. She did exactly what champions do. She looked composed, smooth, and controlled. The flash time of 11.14 later adjust to 11.20 tells you she wasn't even maxing out. What impressed me wasn't just the time, it was how easy it looked. The championship maturity. Then we move to Heat 2. And wow, Tia Clayton's start was explosive. It was an explosive start. It's serious speed, and remember, this is a new generation stepping up. This is what scares the rest of the world. When Jamaica's young athletes are already running sub 11.3 comfortably. And then Heat 3 we had Elaine Thompson, and when you see that, you already know Elaine Thompson. You could recognize her instantly, and she looked relaxed, confident, and in full control. 11.33 doesn't sound crazy until you remember she's jogging compared to what she's capable of. That's experience. That's a multi-time Olympic champion understanding rounds. Heat 4 was very special too. Tia Clayton. Tia Clayton is a world under-20 champion, and she's making a very strong statement. This felt like a comeback energy. At 11.27, official time tells you she's rounding into form. Jamaica doesn't rush athletes, they develop them. Heat 5 was Ashanti Moore, who came out with confidence. 11.36, clean execution, strong finish. She didn't look rushed, she looked focused. That's what actually matters at this level. And Heat 6, Jordine Williams handled business. 11.31, smooth transition, strong middle face. What's crazy is any one of these athletes could medal internationally. This is why people call them the queens of speed. Sherika Jackson, Elaine Thompson, Tina and Tia Clayton, Shelly Ann Fraser, they are the queens of speed. This isn't just a coincidence. This is over 50 years of sprint dominance from Jamaica. People always ask, why Jamaica? I'll tell you today. It's culture. It's school championships. It's sprinting being the way football is respected elsewhere. From champs to the world stage, speed is nurtured early in Jamaica. That's why they keep being dominant. The commentator said something important, abnormal records, and it's true. Some of these times are so fast, they stand for years, because Jamaica doesn't just chase medals, they chase perfection in sprint mechanics. Let's be honest, when Jamaica shows up healthy, everyone else is racing for second. Team USA has talent, no doubt, but Jamaica has consistency and depth. And that's why people already predict dominance heading into 2026. Scary part, some of these athletes haven't peaked yet, so you can imagine what we are about to receive. This wasn't just a race, it was a reminder that Jamaica, a small island, continues to shape global athletics. It's like speed lives in Jamaica. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you watched and enjoyed this reaction, hit the like button. Comment below who impressed you the most. And if you are not subscribed yet, now is the time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.